Right. We're here with more Amstrad Action. At that time of the week again. Let's see what gets reviewed. At this point, we've still got a reasonable amount to get through. Yeah. Yeah. This is issue number 78, March 1992, £2.50. It's still Britain's best-selling magazine for the Amstrad CPC GX4000 and Plus. Yeah, I think it pretty much keeps that title. Because eventually it'll be the only one. Still. Space Crusade. Will Gremlins role-playing epic take the world by storm? Alien looks really happy to see him, I think. And it's everywhere, and it's free. Discover the treasures of the public domain of Amstrad Action. Plus all your favourite news, reviews, letters, tips, features, help, elephants, and more. Has your cover tape been nicked by marauding aliens? Don't leave your newsagents without it. Space Gun. Taito. You have been ordered to rescue the hostages immediately. The year 2039 AD. Man takes deep space exploration to a new level of sophistication. However, in a distant space colony, a sudden escalation of unexplained disappearances and deaths caused the federal government of the Earth to launch a thorough investigation. The best team of commandos are consigned to the far reaches of the galaxy. En route, they intercepted stress signal emitting from an Earthbound cargo ship. The crew has been taken hostage by an unknown life form and are in great danger if not rescued immediately. The alien forms must be destroyed before they reach their final conquest, the Earth. A cartridge game to look forward to, eventually. If they review it. I don't know if they do. Might be a difficult bit. The lineup. Going public. We sort through an avalanche of public domain software and find out what it is, who writes it, and where you can get it. Hudson Hawk. The film flopped, but what about the computer game? Well, it's got little to do with the film, and it's great. Space Crusade. Hero Quest was excellent, but this one is even bigger, deeper, and tougher. Yes, but is it art? Our readers show us what they can do with a CPC palette. Action Pack. Space Crusade, a fully playable demo of Gremlin's excellent new conversion of the top-selling board game. The Sphinx Jinx, or Total Eclipse 2, the full game. Shockwave Rider, fascinating scrolling shoot-up, full game. Disc content, a full set of file handling options for disc users. Post galore, check out the cheat mode section for full instructions. Anything else we're missing? We've got Amscene. Lucky roses from the ashes taken on by the management. I'm free, but not worthless. We explore the public domain. Forum, Doc Wearing, Man of Bronze, Blancmange actually, fights off your tiki probs. Machine Code Tutorial, more things to do for Z80. GAC Tutorial, the bell helps you to get the best from your cover tape prog. Gallery, artistic readers show us what they can do. Type-ins, learn as you type with another batch of readers' progs. Buyer's Guide. Serious, a roundup of the best PD software available. Action Test. The Baby Joe, the youngest superhero of them all, takes to the screen. Hudson Hawk. The man with no hair and the film with no audience. Space Crusade, another role-playing board game convo from Gremlin. Double Dragon 3, ninjas kicking, punching, you get the idea. Budget Bonanza, Quattro Fantastic, and Super Seymour. And Captain Planet. Saving the planet can be fun, possibly. Possibly. Cover tape. So how do you use all these wonderful free progs? Well, the cover tape is free now. Well, you get one of your reissues. I suppose it's technically free now. Reaction. The letters you never saw. The Dustbin Conspiracy. On the grapevine, lots of gossip for you this month, including Space Gun. What? Small ads, got some stuff to sell? Do it here at just a €5 a time. Helpline, the end of your tether? 35,000 readers may be able to help, and it's free. Cheat mode, where you need to get through F-16 combat pilot, and more. Balrog, murky goings on in the twilight world of adventuring. Subscriptions, save yourself some cash and score a freebie. Buyer's guide, games, classic arcade adventures on the Amstrad. Special offers, the best products at the best prices. An afterthought, compo winners galore, plus what's happening next-ish. Action pack, how to load the cover tape. The Space Crusade. Yo, Space Marine Commander, don that armor, cock that laser, and get ready to whack some alien nasties in the first mission of Gremlin's most excellent role-playing shoot-'em-up master game. It's based on a mega top board game, and you'll find full details in a comprehensive review in the centre of this issue. In brief, you control 5 blokes who have to charge through a space hulk wiping out aliens. The aim of this exercise is to find an extra nasty baddie called a dreadnought and blow it into lots of little tiny pieces, which is tricky because it's quite hard to kill and not particularly easy to find either. This is one of those hardest of 12 missions, so get ready for a sweaty time. Click on a character to select him or her, then on the control panel to select an option. With moving and firing functions, the relative squares are highlighted on screen for you to click on the one you want to move to fire at. When you've done everything you want to, click on the fast forward icon to end your turn. Then the nasty bug-eyed aliens get their chance to fire back. There's a total of 30 turns, but you'll be either dead or victorious before then anyway. Happy space marining! Twist or cursor keys may be used. Space fire. Sphinx Jinx. Previously only available with the full price version of Total Eclipse 93% AA40, Total Eclipse 2 The Sphinx Jinx is now yours to explore at your leisure, or at least what leisure the time limit allows. The idea is to stroll around a Freescape 3D environment collecting the 12 parts of the mighty Sphinx that was destroyed in the ancient revolution. Hurrah! These are hidden in the underground network of tunnels and caverns and stuff. There's loads of gold bars around to pick up while you add it. Along the top of the screen is your total fortune in pounds sterling, and along the bottom is the time. You got an hour. Yeah, you got an hour. Together with the amount of water you've got left, you get very thirsty in the desert. A compass and a heart condition. Oh yeah, and some pictures of ancient dudes and skirts. Some people reckon Freescape is a bee's knees. Others reckon it's the wasp's bottom. If you haven't played a Freescape adventure before, here's your opportunity to form your opinion of the whole caboodle. Controls. Shockwave Rider. Ooh. Here's a game of almost unrivaled silliness, involving horizontal escalators of the sort you find in airports. These travel at varying speeds, and you can jump from one to the other, hurling bricks at gang members and innocent passers-by, including grannies that turn into gang members. Gets. Shockwave Rider is terrific fun. Silly, yeah, but fun nonetheless. There's a total of 12 districts to race through, and you have to complete them all to achieve the much-wanted accolade of having gone full circle. Pick up bricks and bowling balls from the far side to throw at people, and stay on your toes at all times. Later levels have different baddies, obstacles, and all sorts. Respect. Use either joystick or cursor keys. Disc content. This program is for disc owners only and needs to be transferred to disc before being run. Oh, okay. Right, reaction. The flood of public domain software into our office for this month's special feature has led to many a scuffle. Rod ran off into a corner with a 628 Plus and a stack full of PD games. Adam Waring spent hours trying to find an RSX that would make the screen circular. Mary Ann drew pictures of puppies and kittens on a PD art package, and Ange set abused baby Wills in front of an educational program. Adam Peters spent 3 days trying to find an automatic letter reply generator before giving up and traipsing off to do the reaction pages as usual. Please send Tiki Stuff the forum requests for Cheats the Cheat Mode and letters about anything else to either your Aunt Betty or Reaction. We aren't awarding prizes this month because we're in a grumpy mood, so look out next month for new cash prizes. Here's some letters. Scully bashing. To say I am slightly annoyed would be an understatement. I'm totally devastated. The bird problem is this. After a complaint within your pages, which I read every one, Alan Scully defended himself, saying that he has every right to ask for help in the form of PD for his so-called PD library in your helpline. So he has. But here's my problem. Why on earth can't he give as well as taking? I'm trying to set up my own PD library using PD from other libraries as well as asking people for their contributions. I'm offering a tenner for the best bit of PD I received before 26,492. Send a tape or disc containing Proggy and SSAE to me. And so I wrote to Mr. Scully asking for some software, sending a quid per disc. He replied saying that I couldn't have any as I was starting a library, and this bloke expects help. I'm not the first to have had problems concerning Skull PD, which have you great pleasure in giving free advertisements to. Why do you donate at least half a page to every other issue to a library that you can only use if you belong to the LFSP? Let's fill Scully's pocket club. This is not in the so-called spirit of PD. At least Carolyn Lamb had advertised some other libraries, unlike you now that she's gone. Please bring her back. If you spend the amount of room that you did in Scully and proper libraries, you would make a lot of people very happy, including me. With my library, it's straightforward. No belonging to clubs. 50p in a disc will get you a full stock of disc containing loads of useful info. Go on, give me a plug instead of that library north of the border. James Rylat, Riles PD. Core, it's dead bitchy in this so-called PD scene. Alan's our pal, but the reason he gets so much publicity is that he does innovative stuff, like the only monthly CPC disc zine. Do something exciting, James, like giving away free bananas or running naked through the streets of Brighton. And we'll give you a so-called plug. Mind you, we're starting a regular PD column again next month, so maybe you could just send us a catalogue instead, and you can really refuse to let another PD library have copies of your progs. All this and more in your PD special, staying on page 20 in this very issue. Oh boy. Oh, your first nasty corner. D. Ching, who the hell died or made you the god of all critics? If you have any more comments about the CPCs or AA, I'll gladly oblige you by stuffing your Doc Marten boots right, yes, Gary Luke, Willingboro, Northants. If you ask me, I think D. Ching should be strung up by the beep and thrown into a pit full of Rottweilers. M. McCreary, Belfast. Let's get something straight. We can debate issues without having to resort to personal abuse. Just because you disagree with someone doesn't mean you have to threaten them with violence. What happened to love, compassion, and respect for your fellow woman? It's attitudes like these that are responsible for much of the sadness and suffering in the world. Let's put aside our differences, join hands, and create a community of man that will traverse inequality and lift the human race to a higher state of being. Alternatively, let's not. Tally it up. As Albert Einstein once said, A is fibberunabilitingadongatil. Sadly though, no one ever recorded this monumental speech because historians were all lazy and could not spell. Mr. Einstein was not silly enough to talk about the Automobile Association. No, he was an avid reader of Armadillo Action, just like me. I think you mean Amstrad Action, Daniel. I'm 12 years old, and I read the mag from cover to cover as soon as it comes out, and I like to go in for the competitions. I have a CPC 464 colour with a printer. I wrote this letter because of that printer. About 8 months ago, a strange and complex tale of darkness began. There was a competition in AA to win a Management Tally 24-pin MT222 printer, reviewed in that issue, worth over £500. I naturally went in for really hoping I could win this scrummy prize. I hoped for 40 days and 40 nights not eating, and I was tempted by the wrong book. I I was really surprised because I actually won the printer. I set it up in my room and turned it on. But the printer would not talk to my trusty Arnold. Management tally snobs. Poor little me. But AA did not just leave me to rot in the corner. Being frustrated when my new Prezi would not work, they asked me to send it back as I sobbed at them and pleaded. Well, not really. AA was really nice and they had to be asked. Only had to be asked once. Then, about 3/4 of a month later, they tracked down the problem by following lead. Joke coming, the printer cable was not correct. That's the joke then, isn't it? Is it? So AA sent me back the printer by courier for spanking new and better lead, but the printer was lost or stolen at the courier office. Yet again, AA saved the day and tried to get a new one, but management tally couldn't supply an MT222, as they had stopped making them. AA ordered a MT 13124 with over £700 and colour, and so I waited for the rest of the boring year. When the printer finally arrived, Lord Lawton delivered it personally and gave me a mini office. Dashed fine chappy that Roderick. Must see if he'll come to that exciting paint drying party with Percy and the chaps. So there you have it. AA is the best. Daniel Argent, Brentwood, Essex. Oh, we love a happy ending. And look, a letter without any swearing, complaining, or unpleasantness of any kind in it. A lesson to us all. Gang warfare. So it's the Let's Beat Up D. Shearer campaign, is it? Oh, Mr. Clary, you make me puke. If you think if you think you're such a great bloomin' person, then wait till you hear this. A few people up here have decided to beat up Mr. Clary. A few members are Daniel Nisbet, more commonly known as the Destroyer, Martin Crazy McKay, and Douglas the one and only Shearer. Be at Wembley Stadium at 6 p.m. on Monday the 20th. Be there or be square, which you already are. And by the way, Adam Peters, you're here like a bloomin' tub of Marge. And why were you, A. Peters, dressed in women's clothes on issue 76 then, eh? Weird or what? Douglas Shearer, Caithness, Scotland. Sadly, Monday the 20th has passed, so I guess the punch-up didn't happen. It wasn't Chris Clary that instigated the campaign to duff you up, it was me. And over 24 readers wrote in to say they wanted to help. But we were only joking, Dunk. Thank God for that. Why was I dressed in women's clothes in AA 76? I was dressed in women's clothes, Debbie, for the same reason that Rod and Adam W were. It was the pantomime, Dunk. A bit of fun for Christmas where blokes traditionally put on dresses when playing dames. It's perfectly natural and not in the slightest bit weird. Ask me why I wear women's clothes when I go down the Ritzy on a Friday night, though, and it gets all slightly harder to explain. The biggest mystery since the shooting of JFK, the bloke, not the film, is Dragon Ninja a computer nasty or not? Swearing software. I think you treated Alex Hay at Reaction AA75 very unfairly. I too purchased the game Dragon Ninja on cassette and was having problems getting it to load. Eventually, it seemed to load, and there's still a second or two of data left on the tape. I ignored this to find my keys and selected to start the game. The screen went black, and the same message mentioned in issue 75 appeared at the bottom of the screen for a few seconds, and then the computer reset. See, anyway, the game can be transferred to disk and searched through using a disk editor for ASCII messages like this one discovered by Alex Hay and myself. If this was done and the message was found, would Ocean be in trouble? Nathan Parton, Stellafera, Swansea. Can it be true? Is top software house Ocean peddling filth? Circulating games full of abusive messages that will deprave and corrupt innocent young kids? We called Ocean. They know nothing about it. Incidentally, Nathan, did you know you live in the same village as Mr. Angry Michael Davies? Creepy, huh? Oh. I didn't mention what the message was. If I remember correctly, there's if it detects sort of uh, shenanigans with the copy protection or whatever, I think it swears at you. I think that's what it is. I never saw it when I played it, but then I played the disc version of Dragon Ninja, so it's just who knows. Mary Ann's mail. I'm shocked. I put up with Rod and Adam being horrible to me because they keep saying that you, the readers, really like them doing that. They, they tell me that we'd lose half our subscribers if they stopped being wicked for even a second. Then what do I find when tidying the office but a folder stuffed full of letters with the phrase bin or burn in big red letters on the front? Obviously, since this wasn't my property and might have been personal or private, I immediately went to put it back where I'd found it when I spotted my name on a letter that was hanging out of the folder. It was from Todd Miller in Market Drayton, and in it he went on about how awful and unfair it is that Adam and Rod keep slagging me off all the time, and the letter was addressed to me. I opened the folder to discover over 100 other letters, all addressed to me and all saying much the same thing. Some of these dated back to October, and I had never seen any of them. I'm normally very calm, but I hope you will understand me being a little bit angry about this particular incident. I'm designing these letters pages at the moment, and there's a bit of space left, so I thought I'd chuck in a couple of these letters while the others aren't looking. Marianne, why don't you actually say something instead of crashing into buildings all the time? Benjamin Blair, Edinburgh. I tend not to say anything in the magazine because the others won't let me. As for crashing into buildings, please don't believe a word of it. I've never crashed into anything, and my driving instructor reckons I'm one of the best pupils he's ever had. Rod, on the other hand, has been travelling by train for the last 5 months as a result of an injunction awarded to the Stonehenge Preservation Society. And Adam can't even drive and failed his cycling proficiency test. Since reading the wonderful Christmas panto in which you played Cinderella, I've fallen madly in love with you. Please, could we have a big photo of you in the mag? I think you're wonderful. Thank you very much, David Rand, Orpington. Ah, how sweet. Your letter has made me go all fluttery. David, I'm afraid marriage is out of the question. Not that I don't think you're lovely or anything. I'm sure there's lots of wonderful girls in Orpington. Why not fall in love with one of them instead? Don't forget to invite me to the wedding, though. Marianne, has reaction gone to the printers yet? Yeah, he just putting the finishing touches to it now. I haven't made any major changes, so you won't need to check it. Okay. See you soon! Oh boy, angry letter of the month. Mad Mike 3, he's back. He's angrier than ever. No, he isn't. I've just one thing to say about D. Ching's letter in AA76. What a complete pile of pfft. If he has so many complaints about the Amstrad, why doesn't he get rid of it and have a really crap computer like a Spectrum instead? Then he'd have something to complain about. If he thinks AA is so crap, then why does he waste £2.50 on the mag each month? As for saying it should be supplied as lavatorial paper, I can really see him spending £2.50 just to have something to wipe his... That'll do, Mike. He should be clapped in irons and fed to the lions, floppy bits first. The only reason D. Shearer wrote what he did is because he has bucket loads of money to throw around. What people like him don't realise or bother to think about is that many children around the world can't afford an AA to sag the reviews of. Why Seymour goes to Hollywood so hard? Not that hard, is it? Anybody who has any tips whatsoever, please be a good Samaritan and send them to cheat mode. You'll be doing thousands of people a favour. And finally, keep the mag going as it is. Ever since a change of staff, the magazine has brightened up tremendously and is more fun and entertaining to read. I think £2.50 is a reasonable sacrifice once a month, and certainly isn't something to complain about. So every rich person who thinks it is, he shouldn't be wasting 24p on a stamp to say so, i.e. shut up. Michael Davies, Estelafera, Swansea. What a disappointment this month. Readers. It was either a missive from a miffed Australian or the slightly hot under-the-collar letter from the angriest man in Swansea. Where have all the raw, screaming, fuming, out-of-control, totally scary letters gone? Come on, readers, give us nightmares! Here are a few ideas for angry letters topics. Spectrum and C64 owners that slag off the CPC, Adam Peters' games reviews being really childish, Amstrad Action cover tapes never working, never printing any of the letters you've sent it. 17 in the past year. Drop us a line. And don't forget the old saying, never trust a Cornish man with an avocado on his head. Doubting Thomas. Tony Hutchinson, you low-down creep. You just happened to stumble across a £9.95 console in a small shop in Blackpool which you conveniently can't remember the name of. And what about that one for £6 in Cowdmore Market? Two places where nobody's going to check up on you. Your ploy is completely see-through. You're talking porkies to win the prize for spotting the GX4000 being sold the cheapest. I'm surprised the AA were taken in by such a blatant load of bull. Eddie Oliver, Dunstable Beds. How dare you impeach upon the integrity of one of our readers, Eddie? Tony Hutchinson was one of only 3 readers to send us a Christmas card, Archie Fulton and Jerry O'Neill being the others, so we won't hear a word said against him. Begone with you, Mr. Suspicious-minded Oliver, and take your crass insinuations, whatever they are, with you. Next. Tip of the month. If anybody has a different computer and says that yours is crap, then if they're fat, say, hiya fatty, your brain's tatty. If they're thin, say, hiya thinny, your brain's binny. Richard Robertson, Melvin, Walks. Yeah, okay, I'll let it from now on. You haven't been overdoing it with the spring water by any chance, have you, Rick? He's an angry Aussie. I'm writing to say that I and a great many other Australians are annoyed and disgusted by your references to our nation and TV shows and music which are produced here. I enjoy your magazine very much, but the comments spoil the enjoyment. This commentary may not be aimed at Australians personally, but this does not alter the way some of us feel on this issue. Maybe if you took the time to take a closer look, or even visited Australia, then you would see that there is more to our country than just the entertainment we export. So either clean up your act or lose valuable readers. Annoyed Aussie, Brisbane, Australia. The only reason to remain anonymous is if you're scared of us coming around to your house and mocking your dress sense. But the chances of us travelling all the way to Australia just for a bit of fashion abuse are pretty slim, not least because we are scared of the killer spiders that hide in Aussie shopping malls. So don't be shy, Annoyed. Tell us your name. It's Jason Donovan, isn't it? Come on, we recognise the handwriting. You can't fool us, Jace. We take the point, though, and we'll stick to only making fun of entertainment from New Zealand from now on. Oh boy. The AA Guide to Spain. What is it going to be? I'll go Wally's World. We'll do the Guide to Spain first. AA continues its series of space-filling articles on European countries with a look at the land of matadors and oranges. Location. Spain is the knobbly, sticky-out bit at the bottom left of Europe. Well, most of it anyway. Some of it's Portugal. Population. Don't know, we've lost the encyclopedia. A few billion, though. Language. Just like English, only remove all the verbs and add an A at the end of each word. E.g., Mia Muma Catadora. My mum has bought the catador. Currency. Pesetas. There's about 500,000 of these to the pound, so you'll need to carry a wheelbarrow full of notes with you when you go shopping. CPCs. Spain has a fair few CPCs scattered around, and Shootout Specialist Dynamic lives there too. What to see? A bullfight, but they're dead cruel, so take some things along to throw to the bull when it gets in a tight spot. Hard hat, metal vest, nunchucks, etc. Useful phrases. Mi casa es blanca. I have been institutionalized. De donde es la Asunción de la Christian la marca? What's with these upside down question marks? Campo le bombo lo bombo de bimbo de campo la campo. Chorus of Spanish 1992 Eurovision Song Contest entry. Things to do. Grow a big bulbous nose like a potato, then paint it red. Watch people making sherry adverts. Disguise yourself as a bull and charge through the streets shouting, "Who's laughing now then?" Visit the Picasso Museum, drink 10 bottles of sangria, and start painting. Warnings. If you want a break, don't go to Ibiza, as your entire hometown will be there. If you intend to buy an item of lingerie for your girlfriend or boyfriend in Madrid, don't ask for a basque. Famous spanners. Carmen by Bizet, who was French. King Juan, who was a king. General Franco, who was mad. Okay. Alright, Wally's World. The man Peter Wally has got some pretty strong opinions, but he's generally generating lots of mail, which is why we've given him his own little slot and reaction. If you agree or disagree strongly with what he says, write to Peter's postbag at the usual AA address. Aliens are people too. There's lots of things that make me angry about modern computer games. What could be excellent games often spoiled by excessive violence, varying standards of difficulty, repetitive gameplay. The list is endless. But what knocks me off more than anything else is the way in which alien races are portrayed in these games. In so many games, aliens are portrayed as evil, sinister baddies that you have to wipe out to save the universe. If a game appeared that advocated this sort of genocide of an Earth species, e.g. kangaroos, people would be up in arms. But because it's aliens, who very few of us have had any sort of contact with, software houses think it's alright. This is a very irresponsible attitude to have. More and more encounters are occurring, and as scientific technology, particularly NASA, advances, we move ever closer to genuine contact and communication with alien life forms. By perpetrating this myth that all aliens are nasty, slimy things that should be exterminated, games programmers are effectively poisoning at an early age the minds of those that will probably form the generation that makes the big breakthrough. Of course, some of the most exciting games are those that involve lots of combat, but surely we should stick to human opponents, or better still, inanimate objects. A shoot 'em up where the main foes are armchairs and toothbrushes, for instance, would be ideal. Whatever it is, time to put an end to the galactic racism that threatens to isolate our planet from a future role in the community of space and time. Peter Worley, Ilford. Peter's postbag. Peter Worley referred to film licensed games as crap, AA76. Don't all your readers think it was a bit over the top, as Turtles, Terminator 2 and Hudson Hawk are all pretty good games, even though one of them is a Spectrum port? Let me put forward a point. Where would the software industry be without film licenses? Ocean, US Gold and Microsoft put a lot of time and money into film licenses. Also mentioned was that software houses rely on movies rather than their own programmers for their income. Peter, take for example Darkman. This game was written and put together by programmers, not Universal Studios. The programmers take the name of the film and write a game based on it. They don't write and program a copy of the film and bung it in a disc to keep Universal running. And we're not conned into buying games or films as we don't have to buy them. We make our own decisions on whether to buy Smash TV or Predator 2. People from Ocean don't knock on our door trying to flog us a copy and try to get money. It's up to you whether you want to buy a license or not. Fraser Duncan, Dartford, Kent. I was amused to read Peter Worley's letter, AA76. A few years ago, I would have agreed with him, but today, if games companies stop producing their multi-load trash, what would we be left with? Nothing, that's what. Considering the way in which software retailers, at least where I live, have treated us Amstrad owners, filling our shelf space with 16-bit games, we should be damned thankful that games are still being made for us. David Rand, Orpington, Kent. That's a bit of a defeatist attitude, Dave. The softies wouldn't be producing the games if they weren't making a bit of cash out of them. Surely we have a right to grumble if the games aren't up to scratch. I have to admit, I don't agree with Peter's view of multi-load games myself, but then I've got a 608 disc machine, not a 464 tape jobby. Amscene, Wacky survives. Veteran user group resurfaces after financial troubles. Subscribers to Wacky feared the worst late last year when the recession hit the company. For a while it looked as if Wacky might have to close, but it has been pulled back from the precipice by a group of users known as the management. They have taken over control of Wacky following the departure of ex-boss Steve Williams for pastures new, see Amscene AA77. However, Wacky's financial situation is still critical, if under control. There is currently no money in the kitty, and the management have been drumming up financial support from the club's members and has managed to put together issue 50 of the mag. The club has a membership of some 750 enthusiasts, and it's hoped that with enough donations and resubscriptions, the club will survive. The new Wacky is to produce a members' charter, which will include the following changes: cheaper PD software, a tape PD library, a book library, discounts for members, special offers at prices below those of dealers and other mail order companies. To find out more about what happened to Waki and what's going to happen, write with an SAE to Clive Bellaby, Nottingham. French hackers bust cartridge protection. The mysterious Logon programming team we featured in our French special last month has been up to no good. In fact, the mischievous Continentals have apparently worked out how to bypass the protection built into the new Amstrad Plus machine, which until now prevented users accessing the machine's enhanced console hardware from BASIC. Using a simple program, however, users will now be able to use the new machine's larger palette, hardware sprites, and improved sound features. The program is even now appearing in the UK PD network. Amstrad UK won't be pleased at the latest development. The company has hinted darkly in the past about possible legal action against anyone bypassing the Plus's cartridge protection system. However, with means to do so now in the public domain, it may be a case of shutting the stable door after the horses bolted. Oops! There was a slight bugget in our Football Forecaster cover tape program last month, which meant that you couldn't save or load your own date properly. The problem is simply a missing full stop. It appears if you a full stop at the end of line 50, right after the last A of ball data, everything will be hunky-dory. Last month, we said that Mini Office 2 cost $14.95 on tape and $19.95 on disc, and that you should find out more on this phone number. Well, it isn't, and you can't. Mini Office 2 actually costs $20.99 on disc, and you should call the publisher on the other number. However, put that phone down right away, because Amstrad Action has managed a special deal on this excellent suite of programs whereby you can save pounds. Check out our special offers page this month. Full price gloom as software houses pull out. The future of full price games on the CPC looks a bit bleak at the moment. Domark and Virgin have already announced their intention of dropping CPC releases, while Gremlin is still not sure whether it will continue to support the machine. Gremlin's dilemma basically boils down to whether the programmer who's tackling the project finishes a game for the handheld Nintendo Game Boy in time. If not, Space Crusade may prove to be the last Amstrad release for the company. Even stalwart Amstrad supporter Ocean is being non-committal about the future. The current lineup of planned releases will go through, but the company will not commit itself beyond that. The summer is always a bit of a thin time for software releases, and come next winter, the major software houses may well think again. In the meantime, we can only keep our fingers crossed. Siren Software to produce DDI interface. After lots of complicated wranglings, Siren Software has gained the rights to producing the DDI interface, the interface that lets owners of tape-based machines plug in a disk drive. That's good news. The bad news is that supplies of 3-inch drives have dried up to the point where they're effectively unobtainable. Siren's solution is to sell the DDI interface with a 3.5-inch disk drive and Romantic Robots multiface. Tape-based machine software can then be saved to 3.5-inch disk using the multiface. The price of the complete kit will be $159.99, which includes postage and packing. And you can find out more from Siren Software. Wave widget down in price. Mail order supplier Wave manufactures a widget that allows you to plug old CPC peripherals with edge connectors into the new Plus machines. The price for this widget has now come down to £8 plus it's £1.15 PNP, not £1 to £15 PNP. The offer only applies until March at the latest. The greatest ever multi-face sale. Get a multi-face 2 for only $34.95. Ooh. This is a big closing sale. Get the fabulous multi-face 2 with a fab discount while you can. A romantic robot are moving away from 8-bit computing. The multi-face will always remain the best thing that has ever happened to the Amstrad CPC, but it's time to move. If you haven't got a multi-face 2, make your move now. Oh no. Yeah, it's all starting to happen now. Amstrad cartridges all $27.99. Barbarian 2, Batman the Movie, Chase HQ, Crazy Cars 2, Dick Tracy, Double Dragon. When was Double Dragon released on cartridge? Fire and Forget 2, Clax, Operation Thunderbolt, Pang, Plotting, Robocop 2 SDI. When was SDI released on cartridge? Shadow Warriors Wild Streets. When was Shadow Warriors released on cartridge? Yeah. It's the usual 3-page Detail Electronics page. Oh, there's only 2 pages this week. Month, whatever. Alright, on the grapevine, the games gossip. Oh boy. Meet the team. Each issue will be asking the AA posse what their favourite games of the month are. No doubt we'll print their replies. In fact, here comes this month's favourites now. Rod Lawton. Here's Rod in the dark and foreboding corner of AA Towers, where he hatches all his devious plans. What wickedness and acts of sorcery have you been getting up to today then, Rod? I've been playing Space Crusade. Oh. Adam Peters. Lots of you have written in to ask why Adam never smiles in any of the photos in the mag. Because he's a miserable old fart, that's why. Still, he isn't sulking too much in this pick. Spotty's Game of the Month, Hudson Hawk. Adam Waring. Adam's into Space Crusade. He's been going on about his digibit sprites and polyspatial animation, or something like that. We weren't really listening. We were too busy wondering why he's still wearing that dress. Angela Neal. When she isn't recounting the latest adventures of baby William, Ange has been grooving on down to the latest adventures of baby Joe. She's also been taking Fun School 4 home at weekends, for Wills we presume. Marianne Booth. Marianne started out cooing over baby Joe. That was until Rodland came in. She loves Rodland. Unfortunately, she refuses to zap any of the fluffy poodles and fairies. You're up against her, she always loses. Sigh. Space Gun. Here's a shock. Ocean is set to release a kart game any day now. It isn't Robocop 3. That's on its way too, but this one is a 3D shoot 'em up in the Operation Wolf Aliens mold. Basically, that's a spaceship full of captive scientists and captive aliens, and you've got to shoot the aliens. You can shoot the humans too if you like. It doesn't do any harm, at least not to you. The humans themselves probably none too happy about it though. Sophisticated or mind-expanding it ain't, frenzied shooting it is. Here's a C64 screenshot so we can see how it looks on crap computer. We'll be showing you the GX4000 Plus version as soon as it's finished and in the sweaty little hands. Space Gun Ocean will be out very soon, priced at, we'd guess, $24.99 cartridge. The cartridges are generally $24.99. What was a $27.99 business they're advertising before? 3 Space Gun facts. 1. It's a shoot 'em up. 2. It's a cartridge game. 3. It's called Space Gun. We need to talk, Adam. Wow, big nasty alien with its head stuck on the wrong place. Ahoy! Looks quite sweet, really. Oh well. Die alien scum. C64 screen. What's this then? Try. No. It could. No, it's the wrong shape. No, dunno. Compilation crazy. We're going compilation crazy next month with movie premiere TNT 2 and the very wonderful Soccer Stars. The latter looks set to be very massive indeed, featuring as it does the totally mega Macro Pro Soccer, Kickoff 2, Emlyn Hughes International Soccer, and Gaza 2. The best of these scored 93% when first reviewed, the worst scored 86%. That's an average of nearly 90%. Crikey! Movie premiere features 4 film tie-ins. Turtles, Gremlins 2, Days of Thunder, and Back to the Future 2. And TNT 2 features Hydra, Escape from the Planet of Robot Monsters, Badlands, Skull and Crossbones, and Stunrunner. 4 of which are amongst the worst games of all time. Sigh. Soccer Stars, Empire, and movie premiere, Elite, are already available. TNT 2, Domark, is on its way very soon now. Emlyn Hughes International Soccer runs Italy 1990, very close for the title of best CPC footy game of all time. Most excellent. The word is out. It's that time of year, folks, that post-Crimbo full when all the software houses take a bit of a breather after the Christmas push. A time when people like us get to wondering whatever happened to such and such a game that we first heard about in August. A few phone calls later and it's still being worked on. So, nice weather, isn't it? Hang on, what's this? A press release? Aha! Apparently Ace Budgie House Virgin Mastertronic has changed its name to Tronics in order to seem more hip and rad. Presumably, you sell more games if people think you're hip and rad. Little Jig is beyond us, but Double Dragon 2 is riding high on the budget chart, so what do we know? I know how to balance a banana on my nose, Adam. Hey, quick, change the subject, someone. I say those Codemasters chaps and chapesses seem to have made an expedition from Budgieland to take over the full price charts. Quite true, whoever you are. Take a look at the top 6 and then guess which 2 softwares are neck and neck in the best software house bit from the AA's Readers poll. Cody's fans, make quite note on the March page of your Danny Minogue calendars, because that's when the very weird Soccer Pinball makes its debut on the $3.99 shelves. Keep an eye out for that, but put all your eyes back in as far as Baby Joe is concerned. Why? Because no sooner as we reviewed it, and we discovered that Infogrames had decided not to distribute the CPC version in Britain after all. At least, not for the moment. Yeah, we're sure if everyone writes to complain, the company will reconsider. But the game's not much cop anyway. Spoiler. Rodland. So cute it'll make you puke, it says on the box. And it did. Or maybe it was the salmon and cucumber sandwich that did that. Either way, Rodland looks set to be a biggie. We've been having a bit of a play with it, and it seems quite spanky. It's kind of like Bubble Bobble, but instead of blowing bubbles at the bad guys and gals, you lasso them with a Ghostbusters-style particle beam. It's supposed to be a rod, hence the name. There's lots of platforming around. You carry a ladder in your pocket, and a completely mammoth 40, yep, that's 40, levels. The heroes are 2 little pixies called, rather unfortunately, Tam and Rit. The baddies are sweet little fluffy puppies and bunnies, and sharks and ghosts. The whole thing is so colourful you'll be reaching for the brightness control the moment it loads. Next month, we'll be giving you the full lowdown. Until then, start stocking up on that milk of magnesia. Rodland Storm is in the shops now, priced $11.99 cassette and $15.99 disc. Oh, yeah. Speaking of French games, a couple of cartridges have just landed on the disc. Super Pinball Magic, a pinball game, and Panzer Kickboxing, a kickboxing game. No UK distribution lined up as yet, but who knows? Watch the space, as they say. How many of you lot have seen that TV show Games Master, C4, Tuesday, 6:30 p.m? Most of you? Thought so. Apparently, the gruesome computer game show has been rocketing up the ratings, clocking in at around 3 million viewers. Wow. Next month, we'll be banging some heads to get some details on all the big spring releases. In the meantime, always use a pelican crossing when crossing a busy road. Oh yeah, and the Gallup charts are back. Hurrah! So yeah, we got the charts. This chart is compiled by Gallup Limited, Copyright European Leisure Software Publishers Association Limited, 1992. Full price. Number 1, WWF WrestleMania, Ocean. Number 2, Disney's Excellent Adventures, Codemasters. Number 3, The Simpsons, Ocean. Number 4, Disney Collection, Codemasters. Number 5, Terminator 2, Ocean. Seeing a pattern here. Number 6, Cartoon Collection, Codemasters. Number 7, Turtles 2, The Coin-Op, Imageworks. Number 8, Big Box, Bo Jolly. Number 9, Manchester United Europe, Chrysalis, that's still going on there. Number 10, Soccer Stars, Empire. The Budget List. Number 1, Robocop, Hit Squad. Number 2, New Zealand Story, Hit Squad. Number 3, Quattro Skills, Codemasters. Number 4, Magic Land Dizzy, Codemasters. Number 5, Double Dragon 2, Tronics. Number 6, Moonwalker, Kicks. Number 7, Dragon Ninja, Hit Squad. Number 8, Panic Dizzy, Codemasters. Number 9, Bubble Bobble, Hit Squad. Number 10, Batman the Movie, Hit Squad. It's a public domain stuff. Going public. Welcome to an Amstrad Action special on the public domain. On page 18, we'll tell you how to run your own PD library. This month's buyer's guide, pages 54 and 55, details the best PD software around. But first off, Adam Peters wonders what all the fuss is about. Public domain software. What is it? Where does it come from? What does it eat? All these questions, except the one about what it eats, will be answered over the next 1,491 words. But first, a brief history lesson. PD software was born in the American higher education system. Whilst it was Clive Sinclair and his shoebox full of miniature transistors, the ZX80, that spawned home computers as we know them, DIY computers have been built by electronics boffins across the States for many years. American colleges were soon full of the little critters, and the decision was made that all software written within the walls of academic establishments would become public domain. The advent of the CP/M operating system, given away free with all CPC disk computers, which enabled software to be written that would work on more than one type of computer, also helped accelerate the growth of PD. A lot of the available CPC PD software is still CP/M stuff, half of the wacky disks for a start. The whole thing has really snowballed in recent years though, and you can now get all sorts of different stuff from the public domain. Basic type-ins, homegrown games, adventures and utilities, graphic demos, cut-down versions of commercial products, etc. Turn to this month's buyer's guide for the full SP. The legal angle. Public domain software is software that can be freely copied and distributed. The only stipulations are that A, it must be distributed in its original form, and B, it must not be sold for a profit. It's free, basically, though the libraries that distribute it are likely to charge a small copying or admin fee. PD software isn't copyright free, though. The copyright remains with the person who wrote it, which is why you aren't supposed to make any changes to the prog. The authors are simply allowing people to copy and distribute the software without having to make any payment. Shareware is similar to PD software in that it can be freely copied and distributed. However, anyone who finds the software useful and decides to keep it is morally obliged to send a donation to the author. This will usually entitle the customer to free upgrades, detailed documentation, etc. Often, shareware progs have certain functions, print and save commands, and accessible without a special code given by the author in return for the donation. Having said that, there's very little CPC shareware around, but a lot of normal PD. The PD scene has also become linked with cheap homegrown software. This is stuff that isn't PD, but is sold through a PD library for PD prices. This software cannot be freely copied like proper public domain stuff, though. It is often written by famous names within the PD world, particularly librarians, and is usually exclusive to a single library. And it goes on. Watch it, the law in brief. When you're copying and distributing stuff, you need to be pretty certain you're copying and distributing stuff you're allowed to. Obviously, programs you've written yourself and AA type-ins are pretty safe, but with the other software, problems may arise. Here are some points to remember. Be sure the software you are distributing is genuine public domain software. It's only PD if the author has agreed for it to so be. There should be a statement to that effect either on the title screen or with basic progs in the opening lines of the listing. Even if a program is original itself and definitely public domain, it may contain commercially copyrighted material within it. For instance, a demo might contain cracked music nicked from commercial games. A machine code utility may include a commercial compiler used to create it. It has happened. Obviously, in cases like this, you often won't realize you're distributing dodgy stuff until someone else tells you, but be wary. Just because another PD library has been distributing a program for ages doesn't mean it's safe. They might have shifted 100 copies of it without getting caught. You might get caught the moment you start. Also, some PD libraries may have made special arrangements regarding dodgy progs. Robot PD, for example, has sought clearance from the relevant software houses to distribute a demo featuring cracked music. This agreement doesn't cover other libraries, though. This might sound very worrying, as if setting up a PD library is likely to get you into all sorts of legal probs. This isn't the case, of course, with no CPC PD library having run into any difficulties greater than having to stop distributing stuff when discovering it was dodgy. There's a bit of dodgy material around, as with any duplication industry, but 95% of the stuff currently doing the rounds in the wonderful world of CPC PD is perfectly kosher. Be aware of the legal angle, but don't lose any sleep over it unnecessarily. There you go. In the shopping trolley, you've got G-Paint. It's a gruesome art prog from We Guess Germany. It's pretty darn decent. PD Planner. It's a 6128 only spreadsheet with every function you could want or need. Croco Magneto. It's probably the best PD game ever. It's as addictive as an addictive thing. Worktop, like David Wall's Disk, offers a high-tech desktop for disk-based systems. As you can see, there's more to the CPC PD than a few graphic demos nicked out of old AAs, as well as some excellent serious programs, databases, spreadsheets, and DTP to give their commercial counterparts a run for their money. There's all manner of utilities and some pretty spanky games to boot. And if this little taster has whetted your appetite, whiz your way to page 54, where you'll find our PD software buyer's guide. Yeah, there's a few games listed there. Maybe we'll play them, not reviewed technically. But if we've got time, we could look at them. If we can find them, that is. Croco Magneto is pretty well known, though, so I'm pretty sure that's dumped. Others might be difficult. Well, anyway. Getting filthy? Oh, no. One of the main talking points in the public domain world at the moment is the so-called adult discs, freely available for most 16-bit computers. The Playboy-style digitized packs may raise a bit of anger from parents, bearing in mind the lack of adequate safeguards to prevent under-18s from obtaining such material. However, this is nothing compared to the police and government attention now being levelled upon the illegal, ultra-explicit pornographic discs that seem to be on the rise. Fortunately, or unfortunately, if you're one of the dirty raincoat brigade, what adult discs exist for the CPC are at the moment all of the tame variety. There's talk of legislation being brought in to control PD software more vigorously, and the effects of this are likely to be seen across the formats. Public domain software is in the public eye at the moment because of all the controversy surrounding XXX rated adult discs, as they've yet to surface on the 8-bit machines. Oh, don't worry, give it time. You got more on the PD library. Who would be a PD dude? Yeah, okay. We'll move on. Forum. This is the section of the mag where our resident expert Adam the Prof Waring sorts out all your techie probs or throws them open to the rest of our readers if they're too tough even for him. Need his help? Then write to Technical Forum. There's probably not much interesting here. Useless Commodore. I have an Amstrad CPC 464 and a Commodore C16. Is it possible to utilise the memory of the Commodore on the CPC? K. Morris, Finney Compton, Warwickshire. Without taking both machines to pieces and rebuilding them, then the answer is no. Even if you were able to do that, you'd have to have an extra 16K, which is about as much as a bottle of suntan lotion in Grimsby. You'd be better off using the C16 as a doorstop or something. No more forum? It's true, this should be the last ever forum section to appear in Amstrad Action. But put away those hankies, for it is only going to be replaced by a new, bigger, better and brighter Tiki section. We'll still cater for all your problems, but we'll have sections for tips, a helpline, Tiki news and more. If you have a problem that quite simply has you stumped, then address your letter to Technical Forum. If you're a complete dunderhead and your problems are of a very basic nature, then write to Ask Alex. It's true fans on back. She'll do her best to explain things in a simple and understandable way. If your problem is a short one, and you'd like to share it with 35,000 odd Amstrad Action readers, then jot it down on the back of a postcard and address it to technical help. Don't forget to include your phone number so that anyone with the info can get in touch. If you have a Tiki tip, then send it to Tiki Tips. Keep them short. There will be a prize for everyone printed. Short, very short listings can also be sent here. Things like alterations to previously published programs or 5-liners. Anything more substantial should be sent to Typins. If you have any new products that the world should know about, then let us see them. We'll be looking at hardware and software alike in a regular review spot. Let us have your news too. Send your evaluation samples to Hard News. Hard News. The small ads. Magazines for sale. AA number 7 to 45. ACU January 86 to 89, June 89. 42 issues, over 80 magazines, £35 a lot. Ooh. Mastering Machine Code. Welcome to Article 7 of Mastering Machine Code. This month, we have a look at writing a random number generator. Also, the Amstrad sound chip is given some explosive coding. Andy Price shows us how it's going, how it's done. The sound chip firmware in detail. They probably just lifted this out of the firmware manual, didn't they? Sound firmware demonstration. Helpline. And now the end is near. Oh boy, Hanky's out, folks. This is the last ever Helpline. Sniff. But don't worry, the spirit of Helpline will live on by invading other sections of the mag. As of next month, Helpline will be split into 3 separate sections and cunningly placed in different bits of the mag. If you're looking for or offering technical help, trying to get a hold of a particular peripheral, serious program, book, or anything technical, write to Technical Helpline. On a postcard or back of a sealed down envelope, please. If you're looking for or offering help on a game, looking for a poke or cheat, or trying to get hold of a game that is no longer available, write to Games Helpline at the same address as above. If you're looking for Pen Friends, write to Pen Friends at the same old address again. If you want to sell or swap software, sorry, but there's been a lot of complaints about those ads from everyone, from anti-piracy groups to the Queen herself. Eh? And we haven't got enough space to continue running them. Requests for out-of-production games you're desperate to get hold of will, of course, continue to be included. Alas, we can still only print phone numbers for UK Ireland residents. So split the groups now. Book wanted the Digital Research CPM Plus manual for CPC 6128 and PCW machines. Alright, here we go. We're at action test finally. This month we test Hudson Hawk Ocean. You are Bruce Willison's most excellent game. Were the critics right in panning the movie? We got the video to find out. Space Crusade Gremlin. Yikes, there's aliens aplenty in this brilliant role-playing epic. You've consumed the cover tape demo, now devour the review. Double Dragon 3 Storm. Fat Chinaman, Frank Sidebottoms, and Blokes in Pyjamas Ahoy. It's a beat 'em up time again, so get ready to channel that anger. Bubble Dizzy, Codemasters. It's a pal the egg, travelling around the Atlantic on air bubbles that burst underwater. A few physics lessons wouldn't go amiss. Alright, it's our first games, Baby Joe, by Lauriciel. Price to be announced. Well, it won't be a price at all, because they didn't release it. Babies, as everyone knows, are horrible, screamy, smelly, small things that will spew up all over your best jacket as soon as look you in the eye. How dare you, my baby William's lovely. Retract that last sentence or I'll drop a giant picture box over the whole review. Ange. Okay, sorry, let's start that again. Baby Joe is a sideways scrolling jump 'em up in which you play a baby called Joe. He's a superhero type person. He's a pretty naff superhero, really, because he's lost in the countryside and wants to go home to Mummy. You never saw Superman wandering around a field blubbing. Anyway, the object of the exercise is to steer Joe back home to the loving arms of his mother. This involves loads of levels of spitting flowers, killer mosquitoes, and raging fires. Graphically, Baby Joe cuts plenty of pickle. Everything's very detailed and colourful. Sprites are pleasingly large, and the scrolling, half a screen at a time, is reasonably smooth. Like all French games, it looks lovely. Unfortunately, behind the graphics lies one of those zero gameplay pursuits so beloved by Amiga owners. And everything moves so slowly and laboriously. Jump, run, die. The levels are horribly short, but difficult enough to have you screaming, You can't avoid taking hits. It does feel completable given a hefty amount of persistence, though it took us a week to get off level 1, but we're useless. There were plenty of power-ups around, including first aid kits, heal wounds, rattles, weapons, balloons, give you a lift, etc. There are worms to jump over, platforms to leap from, and everything you'd expect from a cutesy platform game. As an interactive cartoon, Baby Joe has a little appeal, but not enough to make up for the gameplay as addictive as the Boots banana, soft cheese, grape, and walnut sandwich. Try one, they're disgusting. First aid talent score, get to level 3. Second opinion, Baby Joe really does look terrific. Very pretty and very cute. The jerky scrolling gets on your nerves, though, and Adam's right, the gameplay just isn't there. Oh, the verdict. Graphics, 91%. Wonderful cartoon-style art and animation. Sonics, 0%. A new concept in games for the deaf. Grab factor, 56%. Baby Joe isn't the most exciting of games. Staying power, 33%. Nor is it the most addictive or challenging. Rating, 35%. French games always look pretty spectacular, and usually they play that way too. Unfortunately, Baby Joe doesn't. Oh no. 99 red balloons went the song. This one marks 100. Yeah, it's got really hot all of a sudden. That first aid kit will cure all your earthly wounds. All the screenshots. And now we get to play the game. Alright. Off we go. Passwords. Yuppie, Gloop, and Mummy. It's only 4 levels. Baby Joe and going home. Game password high score. I think we've got a choice of something. Oh, I haven't even set this. I haven't set the controls yet. Oh wait. Let's hit that and that. Okay. Okay, let's go. Loading. Hello. Huh. Oh, yeah, it was pretty fast. Fire button does nothing. Whee, jump. Yeah, this is the game. Okay, let's keep going. It's silent. Oh, yeah, that's right. You can jump on the. Oh no! You pooped on. Pooping eggs on me. Ah, worm. Flower got annoyed I stood on it. Ah. Ah. Oh no. Diaper. I think that restores our health, right? No. It is something. Ah, he's fallen from the fire. Ah. Oh god. Jump. Flower. Come on. Jump in the flower. Here we go. Oh no, I didn't get the balloon. Oh. Pick it. Balloon. There's no secrets or anything. Ow. Okay. Grab the balloon. Here we go. I look so happy about it. Do we have to go? Do we just have to reach the end? Wow. You can't really avoid trampling flowers, can you? Oh. Did we do it? Okay. Or did we just die? No, this is different. Let's go. Let's go. Oh no. The worm still generates us. Oh, you can throw that. It's a weapon. Good luck aiming with that though. Oh no. Okay. Avoided the fire. Touch the fire. Oh. Oh. Yeah. And fire. Your butt goes in, ends up in flames. Oh, loading. Those death pits, I wonder. Oh. Where? Alright, do it again. Okay. Now we're getting items that kill us. It's wonderful. Oh, we're a big angry cloud. Can we kill it? Would appear not. It's going right through it. Wow! Oh, he's falling down. Oh, now we can go forward? Okay. Do we have to do platforming to get up there? Okay, how are we going to get up there then? Oh, God. I suppose he's... No. Can't go through walls. Not this game has secrets or not. Oh, we got up. Ah, skull. No. We stuck in here now, are we? This is where we live? So we have to go up here, huh? Do balloon jumping again? To do the whole stage all over again? There's a balloon here. Is there anything we can fall down here? Oh, oh, fire! Oh, this is the fire animation, shall we? Wah! And he's dead. Alright, last life. Ugh. Ooh, what is that? Invincibility, is it? Whee! We're back here again. Damn it. Let's run out. This is some stupid jump, this is. Oh, jump. Do I really have to wait for the box to open to be able to make the jump? Oh, no, no, we did it. Alright, let's try. That's right, we don't have to jump across here, do we? Oh, that's right, you do, because to get up there, that's... Yep, loading. I presume we're still on level 1, technically. Oh no, bees! More bees! Oh no, Jesus! Well, got owned by bees. Please enter your name. Oh, okay. High scores. We're at 3,100. Wonderful. Daniel, Jesus, Richard, Eve, Chris. Alright. Yeah, that's Baby Joe. Not exactly all that interesting. Anyway, we'll move on. Next game. It's Hudson Hawk. Ocean, $10.99 cassette, $15.99 disc. He runs. He jumps. He climbs across rooftops on a rope. He throws tennis balls for some unknown reason. He is Hudson Hawk, the world's most bestest cat burglar, and once this particular game is up and running, he is you, and you are him, and vice versa, with cherries on top. Hudson Hawk is a platform game of 3 levels, each consisting of a number of little sub-levels. It is based very loosely on the critically condemned film of the same name. You play Huddy, and the gang of nasty people are forcing you to nick 3 of Leonardo da Vinci's finest works for them, the rotters. Of course, they aren't your run-of-the-mill art collectors out to expand their collection, and said items do in fact have bits of crystal hidden inside of them. Once reassembled, the crystal will enable the villains to rule the world, or something. Each level involves trying to nick one of these objets d'art, arty objects, a ceramic horse from Rutherford's auction house in Los Angeles, or possibly New York, what's the difference? A sketchbook from the Vatican, that big church where the Pope lives, and finally a mirrored crystal from Da Vinci's castle in Budapest, or Bucharest, or somewhere. Oops, in between the Vatican bit and the castle bit, the baddies have got the other bit of crystal from a model of a helicopter in the Louvre themselves. So ignore that bit we said earlier about you having to get the 3 bits. The third level is the big end of film climax, where you fight the baddies and try to stop them getting their evil way. What's really brilliant about Huddy is the number of different sub-levels involved. Each stage is fairly short, but presents its own series of logic problems, well-timed movements, and general dicing with death. There isn't really much genuine platforming to be had. Most of the stages don't involve an awful lot of climbing, but it certainly knocks mindless beat-em-ups into a cocked hat. Huddy himself moves like he's on roller skates, which as far as we know he isn't, and uses tennis balls to take out the fiendish foes that cross his path. These include blackbirds with diarrhea and parachuting nuns. Wacky. The ventilation shaft bits, which it has to be said would be more at home in a Die Hard game, are probably the best. kind of like Switchblade without the blokes with knives. The other sections are sufficiently varied and challenging to make this one heck of a fab game. The first level involves you facing up against security guards and laser defense systems as you creep through the art gallery. The second sees nuns as the main opponents. Ho ho ho, you might say to yourself. I've seen The Sound of Music. These nuns are nothing but guitar strumming sissies. Whoops, these nuns have got guns and bombs and stuff. The final level involves rodents of both the animal and human kind, to wit, rats and gangsters. Apart from that, ask us again in a week. You haven't got off level 2 then. No, I haven't. Ho ho. But neither of you. Shut up. Ho ho. Hudson Hawk is actually quite easy to progress in, largely due to the sub-levels being so short. The number of lives so large, 5, and the fact that many of the traps won't catch you out twice, unless you're really stupid and you get caught with that loads of times. You'll finish this game eventually, but not before you've had more fun than a mosquito in a nudist beach. Second opinion. The jerky scroll is enough to give you a migraine, especially when everything is blue. It's a great platform arcade game though, and there's tons to do. We're on level 1, and we suspect this is the final screen. So what do we do now? We can sing a song? Don't. First our talent score. Get to the Vatican roof. Scenes of the crime. There's a lot of different game styles involved. A few screens from level 1 to give you a bit of an idea. The rooftops. Huddy is to negotiate his way across the rooftops, avoiding killer blackbirds or crows, rabid guard dogs, and so forth. Where there's a big gap in the skyline, you'll need to rope your way across. Fall off and you'll lose energy rather than a life. The corridor. Inside the building, everything goes plain horizontal. Apart from the security guards patrolling the corridors, the main problem is the laser defense system, which will zap you a crinkle-cut crisp if you're not careful. There's filing cabinets to jump to. The ventilation shaft. Hurrah! This is the best bit. There's no human foes, but a lot of mechanical ones. These include jets of flame, arrow-like pistons, electricity conductors, and electric fans. The last two mean immediate death city. There's ladders and two, but no snakes. Oh boy, we get more Bruce Willis facts. Bruce Willis was born Bruceabald Victor Andretti Willis, but he changed his name to Bruce when he was 3 because he couldn't spell the other bits. Bruce is today one of Hollywood's best paid actors, but that wasn't always the case. When he was 17, he used to pick fluff out of motorbike engines for 12 cents an hour. Hudson Hawk is Bruce Willis's 15th film. Others have included Die Hard, in which he played a New York cop, John McClane, Die Hard 2, in which he played John McClane again, and Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, in which he played Kevin Costner. Bruce's family has a strong theatrical tradition. His mother used to go to the theatre a lot, and his father once learned to juggle. Bruce is a distant cousin of the Englishman Freeman Hardy Willis, who owns several shoe shops. Mr. Willis, Bruce, not Freeman, may be a bit of a baldy git, but don't call him that to his face. Whispering it behind his back is safer. A very amusing incident happened to Bruce whilst filming Blind Date with Kim Basinger, but we don't know what it was. Adam, you think you could let me see a copy of that biography, please? Right, AA at the movies. The film Hudson Hawk was panned by the critics on its original release. It was probably the most dissed movie of 1991, but was that fair? Now it's out on video, and everyone from the inane Simon Bates to the godlike Mariella Frostrup, stop dribbling, it's saying the critics were wrong and it's fab. And here at AA, we darned well agree. The film is kind of a comedy thriller, starring a reasonably clean-shaven Bruce Willis as the eponymous hero, a cat burglar of international repute, who was released from prison with the intention of going straight, only to be blackmailed by his parole officer into turning to crime. The ensuing plot involves a machine for turning lead into gold. Various criminal groups, including some yuppies, the Merryweathers, played brilliantly by Richard E. Grant, and Madonna's chum Sandra Bernhard, a gangster called George Kaplan, the Vatican organization, a bunch of nuns, and a bunch of CIA agents with chocolate bar code names, Snickers, Kit Kat, etc. Yep, but silly with a capital silly. Bruce is aided throughout by his mate Tommy, Five Tone, and a gnarly nun babe, Andy McDowell. Bruce and Tommy sing old-time songs to time themselves whilst doing their heists, and computers get a bit of a look-in with constant references to playing Nintendo. And there's a couple of gangsters called the Mario Brothers. Tommy Five Tone, Daniel Aiello, and Hudson Hawk, Bruce Willis, look puzzled. A skateboard is just one of the daft props used in Huddy's intricate robbery plans. Good. Aye, switching a light with wet hands is very dangerous, but not as dangerous as tap dancing on an electricity conductor. Okay. Win the video. Hudson Hawk is both exciting and very funny. You can hire it from your local video shop, or alternatively, you can win one of the 5 copies we have up for grabs in this compo. You can't actually buy this vid in the shops at the moment. It would cost about £85 if you could. But thanks to our chums at Ocean Software, you could win a copy of this easy-to-enter compo. Hurrah! So how do you enter? Simple. Hudson Hawk is the nickname of Bruce Willis's character in the film. He got the nickname because of something to do with living near the River Hudson and being a bit like a hawk. But what's your nickname? Write it down together with an explanation of how you came by that name and send it in a photo of yourself to Hudson Hawk Nickname Compo, Amstrad Action. The 5 most bizarre or amusing entries received by April 10th, 1992 were when their owners a sparkling new copy of the video. Compo rules! Adam and Rod aren't allowed to enter. Spotty and Fungus Face are crap nicknames anyway. The video is a 15 certificate. If you are under 15, check with your folks before entering. 3. Feel free to make a nickname up, but keep quiet about it. 4. The editor's decision is final, so no arguing. Right. Hudson in a car, wearing a hat, driving through San Francisco or Chicago. Does this look familiar? Is that crawling along a rope, but from the start of level 1? Ooh, Hudson in a violent mood and cool glasses hails a baddie at a phone box. Hudson on a stretcher, being pulled along a freeway at high speed. Very irresponsible. Oh, I didn't change the... I didn't change. God damn it. I didn't change the category, did I? And the verdict, graphics 95%, incredibly detailed, very blue but very brilliant. Sonic 75%, everything you'd expect noise-wise, a bit beepy. Grab factor 92%, the opening logic puzzle is a real challenge. Great. Staying power 96%, Hudson Hawk is a fun game with a lot of depth. Rating 94%, Huddy is one of the best platform games we've seen, and great entertainment by anyone's standard. Yeah, they like the game a lot. I mean, considering we just went through Baby Joe, though, so anything probably looks good compared to that. Hudson Hawk. Here he is. I'm sure that's what he looks like. Hudson Hawk, copyright 1991, TriStar Pictures Inc., rights reserved. Written by Special Effects for Ocean Software Limited. Code by J. Bagley. Graphics by C. Rushby. Sound effects by K. Tinman. Redefining keys. Sure. Right, left, up, down, fire, pause, quit. Keys okay? Yes. Oh, yeah, you get the option for joystick now. Obviously. Sound effects or silence? That's your choice. Music? Forget about it. Oh, I remember this font. This looks like the Midnight Resistance font. Anyway. 5. Play game. Mission 1. Rutherford's Auction House. Hawk, your first task. Okay. Give me time to read it. Okay, here we go. He's speedy. We skidsy lot too. Oh no. Oh no. Which of them? Ah! Dog. Dog. Good. We just full off. Fine. Oh no. Dog's going back. Oh, got him. Bird. I think that's a bird. I just wanted the money. Jeez. Alright, off we go. More money. Oh yeah, it just does it automatically. Oh, bird. Birds pooping. As they do, I guess. Okay, now I gotta get through this bit. Platform. Oh, bird. Got him. Here we go. Oh, more monies. Okay, let's push this along. Okay, push that along. It goes automatically back down. Wonderful. Up. Push it across. I presume this is what you're supposed to do. I have no idea. I've not played this game much. Yes, the game is very blue. They did mention it in the review as well. Very blue. Just wait till we get to the Blues Brothers. I think that's also very blue. Okay. Can you push both of them at the same? Where did it go? What? What? Bird. Up. Oh, we got him. Hey. Get in there. Here we go. I'll say it's better than Baby Joe. I'll give it that much. Will it work this time? Just keep it on screen. Now, can we push them both? We can push them both. But as soon as you get on there, it knocks it over. Huh. Okay. Okay. Can we jump from... Oh, just skids right off. They're right about being on roller skates. See, does seem to be what it feels like. No jumping on the doors. This is not The Simpsons. So, try this again. This seems to be the only thing you're supposed to do. I don't know. Okay. And it's all of a sudden it's back on the floor again. Someone's a good coder. Up. Here we go. Here we go. Just push this along a little bit. Sure, this is what we're supposed to do, right? Get in here. It is. Good. Yeah, 94% game, sure. Alright. Still throwing tennis balls. I've got to go more obstacle pushing. Yeah. Oh no. Ah! Oh no. Apparently he hit me. Can we duck and... No! It just goes over his head. We do it closer range. Here we go. Him in the head. All of a sudden, his energy just goes down. Because, sure. I was right in front of these things. These little things on the wall that kill you. Oh, that's what it's for. Okay, we've got to... Yeah, still drops more energy. That's what that's for. Get up here. Boing. I'm jumping on sofas now. I've got laser cameras. Oh no, he's dead. No, he's not dead. Oh! I did turn on sound effects, didn't I? Where are the sound effects? Ooh, elevator door. In we go. I mean, you said silence. Oh, I guess I didn't switch on didn't switch on sound effects. We're not missing much. Just pretend we're playing Baby Joe again. That game was silent. You didn't have any option. You're jumping. You should push. Uh-oh. There's probably a death pit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I would have selected sound effects. I thought I did, but I didn't, obviously. Anyway. Like I said, well, we're not missing much. There's zero music, so we're not getting any music. Okay. Got a wall there. And to the shaft we go. Oh boy, we got a maze. You can't climb, dude. He started climbing. Climb. Thank you. Oh, whoops. I got poked. Oh, he's off to heaven. Off he goes. See the stage again, I guess. Oof. Don't need to bribe the reviewers, just bribe the editor. I'm not sure they bribed anyone because certainly plenty of ocean games got some terrible reviews as well. So they seem to be more back in the day. Maybe they're a bit more unscrupulous come 1992. Fans. Oh no! Exploded into tennis balls. Do it all again. Oh, that was close. It's this direction. Dead end. That's what. The best part is the stretch effect. Yeah. Oh, climb. Thank you. You'll probably tell that this game. Oops. This game. Stop it. Wait. This game was written by the guy that did Midnight Resistance. I think it was James Bagley that did Midnight Resistance. It's still the same font, the same vertical scoring thing. Oh, God. There's a switch here. Yeah, stop the fan. Good. No, you won't get obliterated. Oh, it's only timed. Oh. Okay, now we've got a spike. disembodied arrows or whatever they are. Oh, here's another one. You only barely have enough time to get past those. Oh, jeez. Okay, next bit. Oh boy, got the laser cameras again. Oh, zap! Disintegrated. Ah, skeletonized and everything. Instantly. Oh, that was apparently too close. Yeah. Yeah. You can still throw while you're getting zapped. That's cute. This is awful. Oh, game over. 16,780. Are we missing a zero in the score before? End. Yeah, silence. Sound effects. Here we go. Let's have a look at this. Listen to sound effects. This is all level 1. Yeah, these are the sound effects. Come here, doggy. Here, come here. I think he got me. Whee, chucks you off there. But yeah, that's Hudson Hawk. Maybe it's better than Navy SEALs. Maybe the movie. I don't know. I've not seen either movie. Anyway, we'll move on. Alright. Next game is Space Crusade, a Gremlin 10.99 cassette, 15.99 disc. This is a better game apparently. It's a master game. Did they give the other one this master game? Yeah, they did. Yeah, this is the time they're giving master game for anything that was over 90%, rather than just the highest game that scored over 90% in an issue. Maybe they're running out. I don't know. Anyway, to celebrate the release of this brilliant sci-fi role player, those nice people at Gremlin Graphics sent us a copy of the original board game to play with when we're supposed to be we've got a bit of free time. It turned up in the Morning Post in a big brown wrapper, and there was a mad scramble as we ripped the parcel open, tipped the contents of the box on the floor, and set to work. And we put together the playing pieces, armed the little men, and sorted through the cards, punched out all the die cut counters, counted the dice, joined the different sections of the board, assembled all the scenery, put the little men in the stands, selected a mission, and then it was time to go home. Space Crusade, the board game, is fab. No question, but there are a couple of minor problems with it. Firstly, the fact that it takes the best part of a week to set up, and even longer if you plan on reading the rules. And secondly, there's no one-player option. That means you can't play it when you're alone in your room and supposed to be doing your homework. Gah! But worry not, dear readers. Such as the miracle of microchip technology, Space Crusade, the computer game, traverses both those niggling little problems. The scenery assembles itself, and the computer provides a more than adequate inhuman adversary. Hurrah! If there are any complaints to be made about SC, they'd probably revolve around it being a bit easy. A committed gamer will finish the 12 missions within a reasonable period of time, most of them at the first attempt. The cover tape demo lists the exalted rank of Captain Signoris as the target for the SC player. Sorry, but yours truly managed that within 2 hours and 3 missions, and that was with completing the missions properly. Never mind the secondary missions, you can get away with without finishing the primary runs. Just shoot a few aliens and you'll have enough points to gain those galactic jelly tots honor badges. Having said that, Space Crusade is clearly a master game. Even if you do finish it and finish all the missions, you'll still go back to them whilst waiting for that expansion kit to appear. Because these games have a level of involvement about them, sadly lacking in most games today. The sound, for 6.8 owners at least, is brilliant. The graphics are wonderfully detailed, the stylish Mode 1 stuff we expect from Gremlin. And where's the rest of this? And tactical thought rather than finger power is the necessary prerequisite. The dice rolls add a little luck to the proceedings. We don't really know what's going on as far as the dice bit is concerned, but it's only because we haven't looked at the manual. The fact that we can get into the game without having glanced at said hefty tome is in itself a tribute to the quality of the game. Like its predecessor, HeroQuest, SC is an overhead view tactical game with arcade sequences for the bits that go bang. Read the box outs on these pages, play the cover tape demo, and if you don't immediately rush out and buy the thing, then you're either very poor or completely daft. First aid target score, complete 2 missions. Second opinion, a great game. I much preferred it to the Swords and Sorcery of HeroQuest. Laser Squad is still a strategic role player to beat in my books, though. Okay, the editor still prefers Laser Squad. What's going on? Here's a sample screen. We're in control of the Marine. 1. His name and weapon are indicated top right. 2. And he's also highlighted in the window at the bottom. 3. He selected Move. 4. From the control panel. And the 5. And the squares he can move to are the ones highlighted on the screen. 6. There's some boulders. 7. And an unidentified baddie. 8. Some other baddies have yet to be visually clocked, so they're still unidentified. 9. There's a map bottom right. 10. With combat dice rolls and alien info also appearing in this window. There's also an icon you can click on. 11. To let you use the joystick to survey the complex. It's quicker than using the arrows at the sides of the main window. We don't know what the other thing, 12, does. Alright, good to know. On the panel tonight. The panel along the bottom of the screen contains all those wonderful actions you'll want to get to grips with. These are they. Move. Click on your chip and then click on this. The bright squares on the screen are the ones you can move to. Click on the one you want to visit. Fire. Similar to move in operation, the numbers in the map box are the relevant dice rolls. Try not to shoot a teammate by mistake. Hand to hand. Use this when standing next to a baddie, not diagonally. Be careful though. If she or he overpowers you, you're dead. Commands can only be used at the start of your go. Each command can only be used once. They do things like let you move, shoot twice in one turn. Bombs. These can only be used once. One is defensive, the other is used to wax baddies in a hand-to-hand combat. Doors. These let you open or close doors. In most missions, you'll have to be next to them, and some you don't, and you can crush foes when closing doors. Ooh. Radar shows all the bad guys within a certain radius, but only as dots. You need visual contact to find out what they are. End of turn. Click on this to end your go. Then settle back and let the baddies do their worst. It's too late to change your mind now. Mission to inform. There are 12 different missions in Space Crusade. You'll find the first one sellotaped on the front of this ish. Each one plays the same way. The differences come in the form of 12 different spaceships, i.e. map layouts, and 12 different objectives, though most just involve blowing up something or someone. Oh yes, and the baddies get harder and more abundant as the mission numbers rise. You can select any mission you like. There is no set order in which you have to complete them, and none of that "you can't go on the final mission till you finish the other ones" rubbish. Here's the primary missions in brief. For 1, Seek and Destroy. This is the one on the cover tape. You've got to find a dreadnought, a very nasty Ed 209 style robot, and blow it up. This is one of the hardest missions of all, since it's the only one of only 2 which the objective isn't marked on the map. You've really got to look for the thing. Number 2, Eliminate and Survive. Kill lots of aliens. In a one-player game, you've got to wipe out the 5 Chaos Marines. These are on the map. They're just around the corner from where you start the game. This is very easy. Disable alien vessel. Go to where the engine is and blow it up. By the way, there's around 20 million aliens guarding it. This is not so easy. 4, Locate and Rescue. Grab a brain and run off with it. This is very similar to Mission 3. Locate and Retrieve. Brains you rescue, experimental weapons you retrieve. A third opportunity to leg it to a target. Get shot at a lot, then leg it out. Purge and Withdraw. The title could have been better phrased. This one involves running to an outer door, opening it and running away again before being engulfed by the vacuum. You're about twice as fast as the vacuum. Baddies galore, but pretty easy. Interception. The easiest mission of the lot. Shoot 15 aliens, if you can find that many, and leave. Exterminate. Kill some soul suckers. 10 in a one-player game. These guys are nasty and quite hard to kill. Locate and Exterminate. Tricky. Find some soul sucker eggs that are not on the map and destroy them. What do you reckon the chances are that they're being guarded by some soul suckers? Sabotage and Withdraw. Similar to Mission 6, but with a greater number of hard baddies, androids, in it. Destroy alien ship. 17. Activate the self-destruct in the control room, similar to Missions 3, 4, and 5. Destroy Cube of Chaos. Yet another run-in, gunlight, run out once. This probably isn't the hardest mission, but there's so many baddies in your way that it's pretty darn tricky to reach that cube. Right. The verdict. Graphics 93%, totally bodacious 4-color art, very detailed. Sonic 64%, a few explosions and footsteps and things, 6128. Grab factor 94%, you raced home to load the demo, didn't you? Staying power 78%, you'll finish this, but you'll still want to play it. Rating 91%, Space Crusade is a game and a half, Hero Quest with laser guns, you can't go wrong, can you? O'Connell is blasting away that 33, the maximum score, bottom right, suggests he's probably waxed a little bug-eyed creep. Yeah, I'll just creep up on this little scorpion-headed soul sucker and go boo. He'll be scared to come near me again. Ooh, things are looking a little dicey here. There's 10 of them and one of me. Luckily I'm dead hard. Hopefully. Okay. And off we go. Ooh, good file names. Space Crusade. Yeah. Big giant shoulder pads for reasons. Yeah, this one's taking a while to load. Music! Music! Space Crusade, copyright 1991, Hasbro Bradley Inc. All rights reserved. Space Crusade is produced in association with Games Workshop Limited. Space Marines is the property of Games Workshop Limited. Software copyright 1992, Griffin Graphics Software Limited. CPC programming by Paul Hiley. Graphics by Aid Carlos. Produced by Peter J. Cook. Music by Magitech. We get music. Although we get in-game music. This music. Let's go. Select chapters, select mission, expansion missions. Blood Angels, Imperial Fist, Ultramarines. Who's a study? Status. Nothing. Setup. Oh, you got defaults. We'll stick with that. Done. Hello. Select mission. Let's go. Seek and destroy. Eliminate. So which one was supposed to be dead easy? Exterminate. The easiest mission of the lot was interception. Mission 7. Perhaps you should do that. Just to kill things. Mission 653-9, Sector 24. Interception. Aliens have been detected aboard a drifting hulk in Sector 24. As many aliens must be engaged and destroyed as possible. However, intelligence reports radioactive saucer board, which is known to sometimes cause false scanner readings. If only one Marine team is deployed, then at least 15 aliens must be destroyed. The minimum score required for this to win this mission is 100 points. For full details, refer to the manual. Press fire. Got a start button. And with 5 dudes. Click. Do. Move. Move them. Okay. Move this dude. Okay. It's the radar thing, right? There's something over here. Oh, that's us. What am I doing? No. End turn. Oh, this is the end turn, isn't it? Duh. Press fire. And oh, with her defense. Did we get hit or something? Nothing around. Maybe a little bit. Nothing. Oh, I see something. Something in here. I've seen a couple of dudes over that way. We'll send everyone else over this way. Is everyone there, right? End turn. There you go. It's coming. Any more movement? Oh, there's two of them. Huh. Okay, next week, two of them. Oh, because they're isometric. Fancy. Okay. Probably shouldn't have moved there. I'm going to hit my guy if I shoot from here. I don't think I've got a line of sight there. Well, you will move to door. If you here. If you here. How are you going to get shot at? Psychic attack. Oh no, it's XCOM, isn't it? That didn't do nothing. Android. Do combat. See what happens. We get asses kicked. Got him. Huh? That worked. Somehow. Your radar. There's one down there. You don't need an open door button. Do it all for you. so it's moved. In turn. Here he comes. Huh? Move these guys along. Can we just shoot you? That didn't do much, huh? It's a close combat thing, see if that works. Nope. Oh, they're good shots, aren't they? In turn. Time to get shot at. Beaten up or something. Oh! He tried and he failed. These two to catch up here. These guys are not very fast. Movie here. Oh, there's more of them. In turn. Well, they're all coming now. They've found out. Is this the open door thing? No. Is this open door? No. Oops. Can't aim at anything. Can't move anymore. Well, he's probably dead. Shoot. Nothing. Did we move the other guys? We did not. Alright, that's what we can do. Everyone seems to be a terrible shot. I know they're going to gang up on him. No. Let's move these guys first. Not sure what the number is. It's supposed to be dice rolls or something. I don't know. What exactly it means, I don't know. Okay. Did. Move you here. Shoot. Got him. Yay. Oh, we're making progress. Okay, let's go. I'll keep going for a few minutes. This will take a while. Get 15. Dude's only moving one square at a time. Oh. Got another dude. Okay. Didn't work. Let's move in for close combat and uh-oh. It didn't work. Oh, the one dead space marine. Got him. Yeah. Oh, here he comes. Oh. There's a dude over there. Missed. Oh, he's going to come in close. Got him. You haven't moved yet, have you? Nope. Oh, it's moved. Can't fire? Enjoyed. Alright, in tune. We've got nothing else to do. Here he comes. He's coming for some. Nope. Oh, no, he didn't do nothing. Loser. Didn't do nothing. Didn't do nothing. Two-handed hand. Try it. Oh, got him. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Oh. Let's try shooting this stuff. Let's shoot. Nope. Oh, now what? What's he gonna do? Did nothing. Each take a turn shooting at him. Nope. There we go. Finally got him. I think I'll leave it at that for this game. You get the idea. It's very Rebel Star like, really. Laser Squad, that sort of thing. Anyway, let's move on. We've been at half an hour almost as it is for that one game. Fit one more in. Alright. Oh look, it's Double Dragon 3 by Storm, $11.99 cassette, $15.99 something. Yikes, it's the infamous Chinese punk rock band, Fat Blokes in Pyjamas. Yo, mad violent dudes, it's party! Q Swift exit. Hey, these blokes have got big swords. Luckily I just popped into that shop on the left and bought one myself. Ha, samurai dudes. It's a level 1 guardian, that singer bloke out of Guns N' Roses, possibly. Whacks this dude, and a short bloke with a stick appears. It's the latest installment in the Twin Peaks of Arcade beat-em-up series. Think up a plot for yourself. Be sure to include all the following: a gang, some zombies, a girlfriend, a power-crazed tyrant, and something to do with pyramids. Here's what you have to do. Kill the bad guys. There are 6 levels, the first of which is set in New York. Once you've punched your way through that some short Chinese wrinkly dude appears and mutters something about some stones. Ignore this. There's only one thing you need to know, and there's this. Kill the bad guys. There are 5 stones hidden, and different parts of the world: China, Japan, and 3 we haven't got to. Those are supposedly Rosetta stones. There is one Rosetta stone. There's only one Rosetta stone. It was used by archaeologists to decipher Egyptian hieroglyphics. Never mind, just kill the bad guys. At the start of each level is a shop. Leap in. You've got 10 coins to spend, and you can take your pick from a veritable fine fair of buyables. These include extra guys, man, which are most worth having. Energy, not as good, but not bad. Weapons, power punch and sword are good. The Chinese nunchuckers are crap. You can do pirouettes, brill, tricks. You can do pirouettes, brill, and exit, which is a 3. Oh yeah, all these help you to kill the bad guys. A 2-player game is a lot more fun, but there are, of course, the problems that you normally associate with 2-player games. Waiting for your mate to wax his lot before you can move on, and the mad frenzy of fire button pressing and entering the shop. You have to share the 10 coins. Kill the bad guys. The graphics are very, very nice. The spiky style scenery is livened up by the brightly coloured geezers who patrol it. The sound is good. The moves, particularly the pirouette, are excellent. Though it's anybody's guess how you do them. Kill the bad guys. You'll finish this game. How long it will take you depends on your beaty skills, your patience, your commitment, and how joystick hardened you are. Kill the bad guys. Beat 'em ups are mindless, pointless, skillless, joystick destroying, brain numbing, totally worthless tripe. But if you like mindless, pointless, skillless, joystick destroying, brain numbing, totally worthless tripe, you'll find better sheep stomachs than this one. Well done, Storm. First day talent score. Wax the Japs? No. Second opinion. At first sight, Double Dragon 3 looks a bit creaky and sluggish, but when you get into it, it's really rather enjoyable. The graphics are nice too. Well, it's not exactly fair, is it? That chap's got a motorbike and we haven't. Time to practice the star float. Ho hum. Whoa, it's the end of level 2. There's Frank's side bottoms and kinky leather kids everywhere. Silly plot of the month. Alright, pay attention. Here comes a Double Dragon plot in full. Once upon a time, in a galaxy far, far away, New York, about 4 years ago, there lived a young man called Billy Lee. He had a girlfriend called Marion, and a brother called Jimmy. And his girlfriend was kidnapped by a gang, and Billy and Jimmy killed the gang and rescued her, and that was Double Dragon. But one of the gang members had survived and went to Tibet to raise his friends from the dead, as you do. And they kidnapped Marion again and killed her. And so Billy and Jimmy had to kill the gang all over again, and then take Marion's body to Tibet to resurrect her. And then have a fight amongst themselves to see who could snog her, and that was Double Dragon 2. But they were friends again the next time Marion got kidnapped. The kidnappers, presumably a different gang unless something else happened, demanded some stones they could rule the world with as a ransom. So, after a bit of meditation, the Lee Bros set off to get them in Double Dragon 3. Boing, said Zebedee, time for bed. Double Dragon 3, the verdict. Graphics, 82%. Pleasant to look at, those more colours would have been nice. Sonic, 71%. Sounds as exciting as a real-life punch-up. Grab factor, 81%. BT fans will get to grips with the action up straight off. Staying power, 81%. 6 different sets of baddies will keep you glued. Rating? 81%. We've seen it all before, but Double Dragon 3 is professionally done. Okay. Let's get started. Alright. Double Dragon 3, the Rosetta Stone. Select controls. Huh? Press fire to start game. Double Dragon 2, Double Dragon 3, the Rosetta Stone is a trademark of Technos Japan Corporation, licensed from Trade West Inc. Correct. 991. Sales curve. Trade West. Right, Mission 1, USA. Oh, there he is. Look. Weapon shop. Let's go in. Dudes are coming. There we go. What would you like? You need 1 coin to purchase 1 item. Extra guy. Extra guys. Tricks. Power up. Extra guy. Oh. Energy. Still got 4 coins left over. Okay. Buy everything. Oh god. Ah! Gotta remember the controls already. There we go. You got a little pirouette thing. It didn't really work out well, does it? Here we go. Yeah. Ah! Really? Well, this is going well. Just... Oh god, another jump kick. Good god. We killed one guy. Just ski around kicking them. It seems to be easier. Yeah. Oh. Just voids it. Yep. Wonderful. More come. We have a time limit, you know. Power. Records. Just keep going. We haven't got time to mess around. It's only a perspective on that car, isn't it? It looks weird. Kim. I don't know who Kim is. Oh, you can jump off the wall. Whee! Oh. I keep wanting to do a cyclone kick, but no. It's just easier just to kick. Yeah, in the back. Oh, they're all dead. We go in. No. Oh no, we've got a dude. Here we go. Perfect. Dude's coming, jumping out the windows at us. Oh, here's another one. Oh, it didn't come out. It hit him. He's delayed reaction. Another dude. Time over. Yeah, we spent far too long at the beginning of that. Energy drops back to 230. Wonderful. Ow. Yeah. What you can do? I can do that too. Is that the end of the stage, finally? Here we go. Next level is loading. Oh. Danger liar? Don't move. This is like Renegade. Oh, that doesn't work. Well, that was useless then. That didn't work either, huh? What is supposed to work then? There we go. Can we move screen along? There we go. Oh, not that far though. Missed. Oh, terrible timing. Oh god. Well, this is going well. Can we move forward now? Yes. Go! Go! Tom is a git. Good to know. Boxes. Tekasuko liver. God damn it. Do the thing. Really? Oh, he's dead. Yeah, that's a conveyor belt, alright. Those ones are not movable at all. Yeah, there you go, I got him. The timer goes down pretty damn quick. Let's kick him. Nope, he's a dude. Person. No. Whatever. The first stone is in China. Your mission is waiting for you, Double Dragon. The next level is loading. Mission 2, China. Okay, there's got no range in. Just kick him. Kick seems good. Circling kick is fun, but this works. Okay. A little boring, maybe we'll say. Let's kick everything. I made the mistake of not moving forward again, didn't I? We're gonna run out of time again, aren't we? Keep going forward. Oh, did I not? I should have. We were in a shop there, wasn't there? I did not think of entering. Whatever. Is it gonna matter? Let's just lead them forward here. Not like they're catching up or anything. We're just going a leisurely stroll. If time doesn't run out first, of course. Alright. Whee! Oh. Kick. And kick. Oh, he's dead. Didn't do the thing. Oh, you just dropped out of the sky. You have to kill me before you touch the stone. Oh, really? Oh, geez, the time's running out. Ugh. Oh, God, he's got range. Well, you just... Yeah, we're running out of time here. Time over. What? Really? Damn it. Try it this way then. He kicks and wake up, huh? Yeah, he kicks on wake up. Good. Oh, God. Oh, he's dead. After finding the first stone, the hero went to find the second. The next level is loading. Mission 3, Japan. There's a shop here. Can we buy more? Oh, we got one extra coin somehow. If you like, you 1 coin to purchase an item. Extra guys. Energy. Weapon. Extra guy. Yeah, look, we got a sword. Sword seems terrible. Hit it. Oh, God. Maybe I should not have got the weapon. Oh no, go front of the face. Oh, God. Can you not do jump kicks while you've got a sword? Can you do anything in the air with a sword? The slowest swing in the world. I should keep going because time limit after all. That's what you should do, is head to the end of the stage. Oh, God. Ah! Ow. 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 Stop it. We just jumped into that. Okay. Hoping someone's just in the way, I guess. Just keep walking. Wow, okay, that didn't hit her. Ow. It's a good waste of time, isn't it? We're going to run out of time again. Ow. He just walks away. Oh, so you can do that, obviously. Oh! Cut him in half! That was interesting. That's what it looked like. Yeah, they swing a lot faster than you do. Oh. Okay. 2 seconds left. There's more to come. Great. Time over. Wow. Now did you get a boss? No, you just get more sword dudes. Now do we get a boss? So he's just going to run out of time again. Now we get more sword dudes. Oh. Oh. Ow. Oh, the dog kills you. Good. Or hits you. Just like you'd expect it to. I didn't expect them to animate that falling down. Next level is loading. So no boss, just a small stem. Huh? Oh god, it's more of this. Keep going forward. Well, it didn't take long. Delay the reaction again. Should have seen that coming. Ooh. Tall dude. Eat sword. Oh god. You got projectiles. That's cheating. Oh god. Oh, that works. Yeah. And until you hit a wall. Oh god. Oh jeez. Get me out of here. He's faster than my swingers. What did I jump for? Ow. Ow. Yeah, let me do something. That'd be nice. I know he teleports. I know there's 3 of them. That's exactly what we needed. 3 of them. Of course. Exactly what we needed. Three of them all at once. I've got to go jump kick too. Ow. Ow. Sure, I swung and it missed. It's hard to tell. Next life. I've only got 2 left. Yeah, this is fair. Ow. 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 Stop it. Stop it. You let me get up and do something. Really? Damn it. Swing's too slow. Should have stuck with the kicks. Oh, stop it! Stop it! At this point, we're not worrying about the time limit. No, I'm a dead yet. Let me get up. Sure, that was fair. Ow. Ow. Stop it. Ow. Well, it did. Really? Come on. If I could do other moves other than swing the sword, it'd be even better. Well, to stop it. Getting the weapon was a mistake. Stop it. Oh, come on. Just turns around and hits you. It's fair. You should just do it immediately. It's fine. Ow. Stop it. Yeah, that's fairest game ever. Damn it, really? Yeah, you can't react to anything. Yeah, they're right. The sword is stupidly awful. Push fire. Can we continue? We can continue. Oh, you don't get the weapon though. God, the kicks take three. Can you do this? No, of course not. Right, they'll let you do that. How did that work? I'm not sure you knew. Okay. We're that close. I know it. You're real strong. I have the stone from now on. You will need my help. Next level is loading. I am still playing this for some unknown reason. Mission 4 Italy. Oh, that's right. The dudes with the arrows. keep going. Just in case they decide to try, shoot at me or something. Just head to the end, because this takes time. I didn't want to jump. Where do you think I want to jump? Ow. I don't even see where I am. These are too tall, they're just crowding. That's some reach. We don't even have the cyclone kick anymore. Dude, let's kill these guys in. Have more of them. Oh, reach. Ow. It's the last dude. We actually finished the stage without running out of time. Just did. Ooh, this dude. We just kick him. Time out! It's still end of time! Wow.